Over the last 2 years, I've struggled with high blood pressure. I've been on constant high dosages of pressure meds. I don't like medication, and I've always avoided them if I could. Now, my life is dependent upon them. This year, I made it my mission to wean myself off by changing my lifestyle. I'm careful about what I put into my body, on my skin, and even in my hair. I try to keep them all as natural as possible. As I continue my journey to a healthy, stress-free, and pressure-free life, I've realized that it's important to have a support system. A very good friend of mine basically reclaimed her life after battling an autoimmune disease for years. Today, I'm heading out of state to visit her and hear her story.
Hi, my name is Cietta Clarke, and I'm 37 years old. Now, I remember back about 12 years ago, I was driving back to law school. And it was like any other day. I got in my car, got on the road, and I was jamming to my music, really enjoying myself because I really like to drive and listen to music. And all of a sudden, my vision wasn't clear. I couldn't see. There were cars bumping into each other, there were cars above the road. Everything was blurry. Instead of 3 lanes, I saw 6 lanes. My heart was racing. I pulled over to the side of the road, went to a rest stop, and washed my face. My vision returned. So I thought nothing of it. It was scary, but got back on the road, and it happened again. It was so scary. I had to pull over to the side of the road and call 911. I remember the ambulance coming and asking me what was going on. They took me to the hospital. I later found out that I had a rare autoimmune disease called myasthenia gravis. And since then, life hasn't been the same.
So thank you so much for allowing us into your home and sharing this, because I know this is something that's probably caused a lot of stress in your life. But what exactly is myasthenia gravis?
Myasthenia gravis is an autoimmune disease. And an autoimmune disease is one in which the immune system mistakenly attacks, instead of attacking just viruses and bacteria, it mistakenly attacks its own tissue.
So you got this disease prior to getting married and prior to even meeting your husband. And I know living with this has to be challenging, or had to have been challenging at the time. And even trying to date and explain to this new person that this is something that I'm living with, there'll be days that I can't even see you clearly,
Right.
And that can be scary. How did you deal with that?
It was scary. It was definitely scary because I didn't know. I was actually, when I met my husband, as you said, he didn't know about it, and I was scared that he would judge me or something like that. So I kept it from him at first, and then I just explained it. I didn't tell him all the details. I told him I made it sound really good. He told me yesterday it sounded like nothing. But that was definitely a fear that I had, and I encourage women to tell their partners, and tell them piecemeal so that it's not too much on them.
I know that you had to take a lot of medication with this particular autoimmune disease. Because of this, you decided, this is not good for my body. I don't want to deal with any of this medication anymore. And you founded a company. You decided to live freely, by using, another form of sort of medication, which was more organic, more holistic living. And you founded your company, Clean Body Living, that helps others, learn how to heal themselves like you have through just natural living and eating and what else?
So for myasthenia gravis, I took a lot of drugs to suppress my immune system. I took steroids, and I had surgery, but then my disease, it just kept getting worse. I was actually diagnosed with osteoporosis, steroid-induced osteoporosis, when I was only 32. So that was a game changer for me. I knew after being diagnosed with osteoporosis from all these drugs, I had to do something. So I started doing my own research. I changed my diet. I started eating an anti-inflammatory diet. I started juicing. I reduced my stress. As I mentioned, I was in law school, so I was working a lot of hours at a law firm. So I quit my job and had a more stress-free lifestyle. And then I reduced the environmental toxins in my life. And thank God I healed. So now I've founded Clean Body Living, and I'm helping other women with autoimmune diseases to unleash their body's natural ability to heal through the 5 principles of Clean Body Living.
Okay. Tell me.
Which are awareness, really being aware of what they're putting on in and around their bodies. Because when I was going through myasthenia gravis, I had no idea that my diet, which I thought was good, was actually affecting myasthenia. And then it's also becoming in tune with your body, really tapping into the body's intuition. And then body movement is the second one, so that's exercising, but then exercising to your ability. Because if you're really suffering with autoimmune disease, you might not be able to go out and run a 10K. But just exercising to your ability, eating clean, taking care of you, which is really figuring out what and who serves you and doesn't serve you. And then reducing your stress, engaging in self-care, meditation, stuff like that. And then reducing the environmental toxins in your life. And they're all over. Plastics, body products, cleaning products. So I just really work with women to revamp their lives and figure out where things are affecting their health and change them so that they can heal as well.
Okay, so here we go. We're about to try the juice. Cheers. Okay. It's really good. It just tastes super healthy.
It is.
And it almost reminds me a little bit of V8 juice. You know how it tastes like a meal in a glass? I mean, though I know it's not.
Yeah, V8 is definitely not healthy.
V8 is not healthy. Seriously.
Well, I mean, read the label. That has some additives and a lot of sodium and all that. So.
Okay, yeah, it does have a lot of sodium.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very, very good. So this is part of, I know you have 5 principles of Clean Body Living.
Right.
And this is one of the principles, which is?
Clean eating.
Clean
this
eating.
Is all organic.
Okay,
that's
very
part of clean eating. Eating organic food.
And another thing, I know you have, this product here is something that I use. You shared with me and I just absolutely love it. It's a coconut peppermint salt scrub.
Yes.
And it is your second principle, one of your principles, which is?
Reducing environmental toxins.
Right. And this glass bottle has something to do with that as well. Tell me about that.
Why you have it in glass. It's in glass because plastic contains a chemical called BPA, bisphenol A.
Okay.
Which disrupts the hormonal system, and especially when oil comes into contact with BPA, it releases it even more. So that's why I put it in glass.
Okay.
It's safe. This is a harder glass as well.
Right. Things that you don't know. BPA. I actually have to do some research on that. Now this is a coconut peppermint salt scrub. What I love about this product is that you can read every ingredient that's in it, which is salt, organic coconut oil, peppermint, essential oil, and a lot of love.
Yeah, I made it right here in the kitchen, and it's all made with food. So technically, you can eat it. You can eat it.
Yeah, that's the stuff that I like. Stuff that's healthy for you.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then there were 3 more parts, principles.
There's awareness. This is all a part of awareness.
Okay, good.
Aware.
Yeah.
There's body movement, which is exercising.
Okay.
And then there's taking care of you, including stress reduction and meditating and things like that.
Okay, meditating. One of the things that I absolutely love to do, but I would love to do some of that with you today.
Okay, great.
Can we? Yeah. All right, so we're about to meditate.
Yes.
So tell me about this.
Okay, so meditating, a lot of people think that meditating is, some real Eastern practice, but it could also just be deep breathing.
Right.
So one thing I want to do is what they call 4-7-8 breathing.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale for 4 seconds, count to 4. You're going to hold your breath for 7 seconds, and then you're going to exhale for 8.
Okay.
Okay, all through the nose.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, let's start.
How many times do you do this for?
You should do it for at least 4 times, starting off for 4 times, but it really relaxes the nervous system.
It really does.
Yeah.
And what is it, I think it's important for people to know when you're meditating, what exactly are you doing?
you are engaging in mindfulness, really being mindful of how your body feels. And for people who really can't have those thoughts really circulating in their minds, I tell people to really just concentrate on their breath.
Yeah, I think that's a key thing, because for me, I do so much every day. And so even when I close my eyes, I'm still thinking, like, you know, when you go to bed, you're like thinking, all of a sudden I jump up and I have to write down stuff. Yeah, like that's what happens to me. So I don't think I can try to clear my head so much so, but focusing on breath, I think is key. Right.
Everything about
Okay, let's try it one more time.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Clean body living is just what it says. Clean body living. It's living a clean, pure life in every sense.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys, I'm here with Cietta Clarke. I am so grateful that we had this time together today.
Absolutely.
And I mean, one of the greatest things that I've learned is to just be healthier, you know, take care of yourself. You know, so many of us have health issues and we go to medication, you know, to heal. And you are a living example, living testimony, your life, as to how, you know, just you can really heal naturally, you know, just by taking care of yourself. So thank you so much for this time.
Yeah, thank you for having me on the show.
I appreciate it. I mean, this is good stuff, good show.
Yeah.
For Liberia Travel and Entertainment Network, I am Shawanika Shaw. It's about being conscious and aware of what you're putting on, in, and around your body. You'll get the best out of life if you live with a cleaner body. You'll have a clearer mind, less stress, more energy, and better sleep.